You guys know I love a haul. So today we're opening up my Mandy Lynn Plans subscription for July. I'll also have my subscription from Sadie Stickers, which is coming. It should get here today sometime. And then I also have a Sadie Stickers haul from her, oh gosh, I think it was a warehouse sale that I purchased a bunch of things. So we're going to have all the fun stickers today. And we're going to start off with our Mandy Lynn Plans box. Now, I do get the Hobonichi Cousin kit currently, so I get a weekly and daily kit. You can also get like a monthly kit or a journaling kit. She has a bunch of add-ons. You can also get kits for other size planners, and they all have the same general theme and artwork. So if you have a different size planner, know that you can get something that works for you. And she's got amazing prices. I also PR for Mandy Lynn Plans. So my code is just 10. It doesn't work on the subscription boxes, but it works on everything else, including her $2 Tuesdays. Let's see what this month holds. We always get a hint on what our theme is going to be by the thank you note. She always customizes this for each box, and I think it's cute. Oh, it looks like we're going to get some really fun, like fall flower field vibes here. So love that. On top here, we have my little packet of everything. My receipt is just underneath here, so I'm just going to slide it out of the way. She always closes it with this enjoy and the kind of sentiment of love, Mandy, and she always has it wrapped in this tissue paper. Now, we always get a little something extra in here. This is usually a coupon code for something in the shop. Start with that this time. I won't show you the coupon code, but I will tell you what it's for. Buy an album, get one free. Oh, that's a pretty good deal. So if you have you need more places to put your stickers, which let's be honest, we all do. Great little add-on. And you can get one-time boxes. I don't remember if the one-time boxes get the coupon code as well. They get everything else. And we always get a thank you note, and look at how beautiful this is. Now, this is her thank you to you, as well as a blank note that you can actually send to someone. It comes with the envelope and everything. And I just think it's a really unique touch. This is so pretty, the way she's framed it. I love having those. Okay, then we always get some washi. We're going to do these last because I'll swatch them out. And then here is our cousin kits. So we get like I said, the weekly and the daily and all the extras. So you can actually do spreads with just the extras, and it's really nice. We also get this bigger sticker. It's not quite a vinyl sticker, so I'm not sure what I would call it. It's just, I don't know, a big sticker. A lot of times I'll use this to use as my closure for my envelope because it's just a cute little add-on there and gives a little, I don't know, something special to that. Or sometimes I'll use them on the inside of my planner or things like that. So since it's on top, let's go through all of the extras. And the extras are, I think, a majority of where your planner money goes to, because buying all the extras, I want to say it's between $18 and $20, plus you get the washi. So you get this sheet, which has full boxes, and this will be customized to whatever size planner you've chosen, obviously. So you get 4 full boxes, you get all of these little dots here, and these are checklist on the sides. I like the coloring. I don't always use the stripe one, but I like layering with a stripe. And then we have our icons here. So you get things like you have 7 forks and spoons. So you have a whole week's worth if you want to do it that way. You have, dollar signs. You have a sticker pack. You have church. You have the trash can, a book. You have some universal things like the hearts and the exclamation points. You have watering cans if you have flowers that you can keep alive. Not me. You have a little house if you have, household things, bills that you need to put in the planner. You have a grocery bag and little baskets, cleaning solution, crock pots, little music notes, which are amazing for like concerts or kid activities, things like that. You have a little balloon for birthdays. You have coffee cups. You got 3 of those. And you have 4 cars, which I think is amazing because I have so many errands that I end up doing a week. We have 2 envelopes. These, I feel like you could either use them as computers or TVs, depending on what works for you. And then we have 2 little planners on the bottom there. Next, we have a full set of Monday through Sunday, like all your days of the week. So you get the Monday through Sunday, the Hello Weekend, this week, next week, important meals to do, and then square cut dates. Then we get our scripts for our different months. Then we get additional washi strips. Oh, I really love this one here and this one. Stripes aren't always my thing, but they are really useful. And she usually has like some more decorative ones and then like a stripe or a polka dot or something of that nature. Then we get additional boxes for our planner. So we get 4th boxes, 3rd boxes, and half boxes, and more checklist. Then we have, these are scripts with icons. So we have things like binge watch, MLP order, water plants to go, errands, lunch date, laundry time, planner time, pizza night, don't forget. And I love that we have this don't forget because this is probably one of my favorite ones that she does. So it has a prescription bottle and it says don't forget because I have so many prescriptions that I have to remember to get refilled that this is really helpful for me. We also have mealtime, coffee time, celebrate. So it doesn't have to be a birthday thing, just a lot of really fun ones. And then this is our tracker page. So we get water trackers, sleep tracker, and habit trackers. And I think we get 7 habit trackers, 7 water trackers, but just the 1 sleep. And I love how she does the sleep. It has a scale of 1 to 10 here. And then you have all your days of the week at the bottom. I've actually relabeled some for pain trackers on occasion and then things like that or other things that I want to track because I love the way that she makes this. Then we get some extra florals or deco, whatever you want to call it. So we have cute little butterflies and some groupings of flowers this month. And then we have our actual kits. So like I said, I think you can make a full spread or possibly even several just with that. But I also get the weekly kit. That's kind of the base kit. So this is what the Hobonichi Cousin base kit looks like. So you get washi, you get 3 sets of washi here, and you'll notice that they are different from the extra washi. And hold on, where's the extra washi? There it is. So you do get stripes in both, and these might be the same width. Actually, I think they probably are. And then you also get this different floral pattern. And then you have this one, but you have a smaller version, like she just cropped off the top kind of thing. So it gives you a lot more versatility depending on your spacing and everything. You have this box, which usually covers up that box up at the top that has like your month. It's kind of a bluish color. So it sometimes stands out on these more decorative spreads and really covers that up. So it all kind of blends together. We get a large decorative box here, which can cover up the calendar if you want it to. Then we have, your days of the week here in all of your date dots. And these are 2 strips, so it makes it really easy to put down. She also, with her matte paper, does use a removable mat. So you can put it down, and then if you have to reposition, it's not a big deal. We get lots of 4th boxes here, a couple of half boxes, and then these are your 3rd boxes, which is why getting that sheet with the extra boxes is so nice. You get some full boxes down here, some unique kind of paper shapes. I love these. And then we also get a Monday through Sunday and a checklist. It's a lot and it works really well. These kits in the shop run, I think it's $8. It's between $8 and $10. I think it might be 10 if you get the scripts with it because she has a sheet of scripts that you can get. So we have that one. And then this is the daily kit. Oh, I must have gotten a monthly kit as well, it looks like, or a dashboard maybe. That might be the extra thing. Sometimes she includes some extra things. So here is what a daily kit looks like for the Hobonichi cousin. So you have all of these stickers here that cover up your day of the week. And then you can add in either your date dot from your weekly or those square cuts, or you can just write it in your day of the week. With the current planner that I'm using, which is a Just Scribbles planner, pretty much the same format. In there, you can kind of put these over, and then your date is on the other side. So I've actually been cutting them down. So I have this portion, and I use this for a checklist of its own, or like check boxes. We also get these nice thick strips of washi, and these are for, in the Hobonichi cousin, you have that really, the quotes at the bottom. And depending on if you have the Japanese, Chinese, English version, sometimes those quotes aren't either meaningful or you can't read them. And so this is a nice way to just cover them up and make it look a little nicer. You also get a ton of checklists. These are all, I think they're 5. I can never remember. Yes, 5. And so you have lots of checklists to use and lots of dots for marking events and things like that. It's a very simple kit, but it works really, really well. Then this is probably why I have the monthly scripts, because I don't think last month I had the monthly scripts. This might be something that you get if you get the monthly spread. But this is a dashboard kit. Now, she makes these for all the different planners. So you have a large kind of strip here that you can put across the top. You have this box. You have all of these other ones. And it's really fun to kind of put it all together so you can see all the different things. She gives you lots of scripts to designate what your areas are for, plus these little dots here. So you can label it with, maybe you're doing reading this month. And so you want to do the currently reading and currently watching and make a list for that, or memories, events, this month and next month, important dates, home, if you have, certain things that need it, like home maintenance stuff, falls. So, switching out your air filter for your furnace, things like that. And then over here, we have birthdays, must do, important, happy meal. Don't forget meal plan, projects, to watch, to read, health, goals, to do, to buy, wish list, notes, bills, work, and school. All things that are really fun to have. And that's everything for Mandy Lynn Plans as far as stickers go. Let's go ahead and look at our washi now, which I have a feeling I'm going to like this month's washi a lot. And that is this big sticker, by the way, in all of its glory. So if you really loved this and you have some undo, you could always take that off. But our washi are these two. So you have this peachy colored background with the kind of, I think of it as a fall field of flowers. It's really pretty. And then we have this one, which has more of like almost a white background with the butterflies and some close-ups of some flower types in there. Now, this one I feel like matches pretty closely to this. And the other one is kind of this pattern, only I think it's cut down a little bit. So let's go ahead and swatch them though, and we'll take a closer look. And I do have to make a correction. I did say this was the July box. It is actually the August box. It just comes at the end of July. I don't know why I always mess that up, but it is a thing. Here are this month's washis in all of their glory. I think they're going to be really fun to use. I adore this one especially, but they're both really great. And if you were wondering about some of the previous months, that's what we have here. So this is June and July's washis that came in their boxes. So pretty. Today, this is from Sadie Stickers. Small gelato, right? And she had, I think it was called her warehouse sale, where she had a bunch of kits that were 50% off. And I went ahead and grabbed a couple that I felt like I would probably use this year into early next year. And I got them all on the washi paper that she provides, and they're mostly, well, I think they're all decorative kits with a little bit of additional floral. So let's go through them and I'll show you what I got. Starting off, we have, I think I'm going to separate them by kits here. That's usually the easiest way because I just went ahead and grabbed the full kit for each of these. Sorry, I had to look. I was like, am I going into another kit? But I don't think so. So a lot of these are more Christmas or fall oriented. This one is called Endings. So I was kind of thinking like New Year's time frame, and it has this really nice white and kind of dusty blue color. And the foiling for this kit is silver. So we have our swatches here, and all of these will have the same general format. But I really loved some of the images here, like the bridge over the stream. I thought was really pretty with the foiled elements here. I love the book here. And it does say NE and then has some really tiny writing. So I'm not sure about that, but it does have a foiled tea bag also on it, which I thought was cute. This one with the girl looking out the window at the snow falling and the little puppy. And just these swatches are really nice as well. I overall really liked the floral for this kit. These are the scenes you get with it. So lots of like snowy, cozy type scenes. Christmas, but not necessarily Christmas is how I felt about it. So like you have the snowy stuff, but you don't have any official Christmas decor really. I mean, you have some greenery around the clock, but that's about as close as you get, which I thought was really nice. Then this one is the borders, which I thought was really cute. Again, we have the puppy in here. We have some candles, the cocoa or tea, and like some pine cones in here. Just really cute. And then this is your kind of functional page with all of your days of the week and your date dots down here, as well as a couple of scripts. Then you get some torn page elements. And I love these. I'm starting to use them more. I think the ones I use the most are probably this one and these two along with these. The corners are sometimes harder. The only ones I guess I really struggle with are these two because they're a steeper angle. Then we have our layered combinations here. So this is when she takes some of the deco and some of the floral. Occasionally you'll have elements that you don't see in other places. Like I don't know that we have the moon in another place or the deer, and I think that's a cool combo. We have, you know, the scarf and everything here with, it looks like a postage stamp really there. And like the chessboard and the pine cones. I love the camera, and I know it's a little hard to see in here, but it actually looks like the camera is sitting in the snow, which I think is really cute. And the truck. And all of these have more organic shapes to them. They're not like straight lines. So they're really cut around whatever graphic there is, which is really nice. Then this one is our edges. So we have lots of cute little bits here that you can pull in, and you have straight edges to line up, which makes it really nice. This is our independent elements. Now this is the one that I was looking at and I was like, the color looked different. So I wasn't sure if I was in the same kit, but I think I am. It says endings at the top. And there just looks to be a little bit of a difference in coloring. I don't know if it's picking up on camera. Like these seem warmer and this seems cooler, but it doesn't look like they won't match, if that makes sense. So these are just individual elements like the camera in the snow, the pine cone basket. We have some blocks here, or maybe they're crates. I'm not really sure. Cozy socks, the journaling. I'll definitely be using this one. Not so sure about this image, but I do like it. I might cut it so that we don't have like the teddy bear and stuff. But other than that, I really, really enjoy these. Then we have the floral bouquets. And these have just a little bit of that silver foil kind of splattered on them, which are really cute. And then these are, if I can get them up, are the And these are your like small florals that you can pull in to build on things or make your own bouquets or just little accent pieces. So that is kit number 1. Our next kit is called Sleigh. It's a very traditional to me kit as far as colors go and everything for Christmas. So you have a lot of those really deep reds, the really kind of muted almost greens, and a little bit of brown and the white in there. And it's just a really cute traditional kit for me. It is foiled in a rose gold, which I actually really thought complemented this a lot. A lot of times for Christmas kits, I tend to gravitate towards silver because it makes me think of snow. But I love the warmth that this gives this kit. And just some of the little pictures and stuff. I love what she did here with the film strip. And this has like jagged edges. It's a little hard to see on there, but it almost looks like you ripped it up, which I think is really cool. So there is our box swatches. Here's our independent elements, which I think are beautiful. Then we have our borders and our days of the week, functional stuff, our page swatches. And I love that we carry through this really greenery and red. And then if you end up having leftovers like the pink, you could always transfer into like a February spread, same with the red. So these do extend, like you can do quite a few spreads with these. And then we have this page. I love that we have the skates here. My daughter has quit figure skating, but I still really love figure skates and things. So we have that. We have this cute little downtown scene, the little snowman. Again, that bridge, which I just love. And then we have, I think this is probably mulled wine. I've never had mulled wine, but with the cinnamon stick and stuff, that's my best guess. And then we have the ornaments and the presents. So really cute. These are our edges, our borders. Edges. Sorry, I had to look. And those are just really sweet. These are our independent elements. So again, we get the skates, we get the wine. I like the sleigh here, the little snowman and all the presents and stuff. I like the idea of using this to mark like Christmas shopping and stuff. So there's that one. And then we have the bouquets and the individual florals. Don't think there's big scenes. So either this was before she started doing the big scenes or for some reason I didn't get them. But it says I got the whole bundle. So it must be before she started doing the really big scenes. Because I think those are really old kits. And then the next one is called Fantasy. Now this is a kit that I see myself using more like end of August, beginning of September time frame. And it is so cute. Hold on. There, I've got it all now. So it kind of has this green and then you have this reddish color, which I thought was really cute. I'm not sure if this was supposed to be like a spring kit, maybe. And here we have like these mushrooms. I don't know why I'm really enjoying the mushroom themes this year. I'm seeing it in so many things and I think they're really adorable. And then we also have little hints of butterflies. She has a foiled little snail down here, which I thought was adorable. We have hanging crystals, the little foiled fairy in here. Then these are the trims. And look, you have a little raccoon in here who's adorable. With little fairy houses and foiled mushrooms, little fairies. It's just adorable. And this is our independent elements. Oh, scenes, sorry. So we have like, I love this with the mushrooms coming out of the book. I think it's so unique. And then we have mushrooms with crystals, the night sky. We have this one with the little potion bottles and everything. It's just, the rocks make me think of Frozen and the trolls. And we have this one, which is our functional. Not much to say about that. These are our swatches. And our little layered scenes. I love that we have a little deer in here. I think that's adorable. And I really like what she did with this one here. I think it's going to be really nice to use at like the top of a page for labeling something. I like the layering effect, the little fairy in there. And then this is a river. So I think it lends really well to it. And then we have this scene with a nice mushroom there. And of course we have the raccoon. These are our edges. Again, I love the way that this kit turned out and the little bits that she pulled in. These are moths actually right here. And then we have mushrooms that are foiled in and little crystals down here. These are our independent elements. And this one was just the only one on here that I'm like, is the eye in the leaf. If I put that on a page, I don't know, it might freak me out. But I really love everything else. Like, again, we have that book with the mushrooms coming out. We have a map here. We have this moss-covered dagger, which is amazing. We have mushrooms in all different forms. Again, that raccoon. We have little boots with butterflies and wings coming out of a frog, which, I don't know, it's a unique take that I kind of love. And we have the spider web. It's just, I don't know. It really taps into my fairy tale love. And here are our bouquets. In case I didn't mention it, this kit is foiled in gold. And these are independent elements. Some of them are quite large. So mixing that, like adding them together a lot of times doesn't necessarily work, but they definitely accent each other. And then the last kit, which is a kit that I'll probably use sooner, is the one I got, the large floral sheet. You can always get this. She makes it for all of these kits. It's actually to go with her 7x9 kits, but they're the same florals, so you can always bring it in. And this one is called Austen. So it's like Austenland or Jane Austen, Bridgerton, that type of thing. So it kind of has this peachy and blue theme to it, which is really cute. Here are the big scenes, which I love. I'm planning on using these on my standalone pages. And then here are our scenes. I love this one so much. I love Regency romance books. Actually, I love cheesy romances. And so when I saw these, it was just, I love the Bridgerton book series. It's been hard for me to watch the TV series because there's just enough change. And I love that series. I read it so many times that it's hard for me, but I love the aesthetic. Oh, so pretty. If you've read the Bridgerton series, which is your favorite book? I think mine is Romancing Mr. Bridgerton. So anyhow, which is Lady Whistledown's story, we'll say. There's our trims. I think this would be like to accent it with just a little bit of like butterflies would be really pretty. And this one's foiled. Oh, here's our butterflies. This one's foiled in silver. And I love this one with the fountain pen here. I think that's gorgeous. The chandeliers, just the whole theme is so pretty. Here's our swatches. And our independent elements here are amazing. So we have this letter, the fan with the flowers. Again, we have the chandelier and the candelabrum, the mirror here, the paper and fountain pen, a little bird. We have both a couple and an individual girl in that Renaissance period. The really cute chair, which may or may not be appropriate for the time period. I can't remember. Then we have these. There is a lot more white space in the middle here. And I know her newer kits have things in the middle to use up that space. So maybe this is the one she was figuring it out because, like I said, I think these were older kits. Here's our individual, I keep on wanting to call them independent florals, but individual florals and our bouquets. So I'm excited to use some of that. I might use this kit to do my monthly planning. I haven't decided yet. The last part of this haul has arrived. This is my Sadie stickers subscription for this month. This month's theme, because she always does like a storyboard, is this. I'll insert the actual image here, but it is so, so cute and perfect for the end of August going into fall with the pumpkins and the beach vibes. It's really unique and not something I thought of together, and I'm really glad that she did. So I'm excited to see what it actually looks like in person. And she also does a A5 wide weekly kit if you are not into the decorative kits and you like the theme. They have the same theme, just formatted differently. Now this is, I think it's 11 pages and comes with a foil page. It's a really nice amount of stickers. I've yet to use them all up. And at the very end here, I'll show you how I've set up August already with one of her decorative kits. Okay. It's always hard for me to get the envelope open. I don't know why. Ooh, this month we have vellum. Some months I think most months I think we do. So we have 2 sheets of really pretty A5 size vellum. So I'm just going to bring over my planner right here, and you can see they're just a little bit, I guess, shorter than A5. So I'm not sure what size that would be, but they're perfect if you want to, put them in as a divider or anything like that. And these have this beautiful kind of golden orange leaves and then blue leaves or blue sky in the background. It's abstract without being abstract, if that makes sense. Or it makes me think of Monet in like the Impressionist type time period. And here is our kit. Love, love, love the colors with this brownish color and the blue and the peach. So, so pretty. And our vellum is on that side. And this is July 2025 mystery kit. I wonder what inspired her to put, the fall with the tropical. That's really interesting. So this is our sampler, and it says, it has a 09. I don't know what number. Maybe it's numbered to go with the kit, probably. But we have like palm trees here and leaves and bubbles, the campfire, the surfboards. I think this is a shell. It could also be a coffee bean, but I think it's a shell. That would make sense. Then we also have these little leaves in here. So, so pretty. And her foil is just always gorgeous. This month it's foiled in gold. So, so pretty. So first page is always our individual flowers and like little floral elements. So we have some leaves in here as well. And a couple of small like groupings like this on a stem type deal. Then we have our bouquets, and this has kind of the sprinkling of the gold foil on it. Really, really nice. So you usually get 8 of these. Then we have our decorative elements here. Love the shelf. That's very cute. And the kind of beach bag with the pumpkin. Love this with the shell and the leaf on the book. So cute. And the tea set. I love the hanging pumpkins. That's really cute too. Makes me think Pottery Barn. Then we have our edges. So you get 2 corners here, and the rest of these have straight lines. And then she uses this middle part to give you a couple more individual elements. And there are some foiled things in here. So you have like the leaves are foiled here. We have some writing in the background, just kind of layered on to give it more dimension. Then these are the layered elements is what she calls this. So you have some of the florals layered with elements. So you had this lantern just on its own in the elements. And now we have a kind of garland with leaves on it overlaid on top. I know she sells more of those in the shop. And then same here, we have a foiled anchor, some vines over here. Love the jack-o'-lantern. That's really cute. Just really interesting. And then this is she calls it paper strips. I just think it's a really unique page. I know more and more different sticker companies are kind of following this trend, but I love that we have so many varieties here with the more square edges. We have, rectangles. We have this just more organic shape. We have the half circle type shape. Then we have this, and you have different textures and patterns. So we have 3 with this kind of floral pattern. We have 3, well, I guess 4 with the floral pattern if you consider the washi tapes, which are great for layering, like to make it look like you're sticking it on to hold another one of these pieces in place. But you get 4 of the solid, 4 of the floral, and then 2 that are different here. We have this nice pattern on this one, and then that looks like the vellum. Then we have our functional page. You get a whole month's worth of Monday through Sunday. You have this month, this week, notes, to do, and then all your numbers at the bottom. And I love that those are that really cute blue. Then we have our, she calls it borders. It's very similar to the edges, only there's like no corners or anything. And these 2 go the whole length. So they're sized for an A5 type planner. They're a little bit longer. So if you have an A5 wide, it still works. Because I usually end up trimming off, I think, about this much. And then these 3 at the top here are individual pieces. So if you want to separate them or make your own, whatever, you have that as well. And these have foiled leaves and some script, it looks like, in the background, as well as those dots. Then we have 2 scenes. These are pretty large. They take up a big amount of the page. So if you're doing journaling or something, they're usually really nice to journal around. So we have one of the lifeguard station, it looks like, there on the beach. And this one, oh gosh, is that, I think this is a California pier, but, or at least it looks like one. I think it's California anyhow. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, because I probably am. There's even a sign here, so you could actually put something on that sign to indicate, you know, notes, whatever. Really cute though. Then we have our scenes here, or she calls them box swatches. So we have like 2 rectangles, two rectangles, 2 squares, and then like these swatches that are kind of rectangles but in a different direction. These I think of as the size of the A5 wide Erin Condren type planner, and these are more Hobonichi full box size. And then I don't know what to call these, maybe happy planner size. But really cute scenes. I love the fire here, and the anchor with the pumpkins is really cute. And then you can see how she reused this scene here for this, and she just put the pumpkin script in foil there and added a few more of those layered elements, which you can always do yourself too with the larger one, with those elements that are on that bigger foiled sheet. And then our last page is the swatches. So you get 2 that are the long, kind of like you do with the borders, and then 2 short. And they seem to work really well. I oftentimes use them either to put my title on or to designate, like this last month, I designated it when my family has gone on vacation because I stayed behind. Long story. But just to give you an idea, this is one, I think this was a decorative kit that I got that wasn't a subscription, if I remember right. If I can remember where the haul is, I'll link it up above. But anyhow, this is how I set up for my recap, which I still haven't done, and I'm still prepping for August, even though it's a couple days in. But this is how August is turning out. And then I used it here to plan out my months, so you can kind of see how that goes. I did pull in some letter stickers. These are also from Sadie Stickers, and then some icons from various shops. But it really gives you an idea of how that works. And then not from this month. Let me turn back. Now, I love my Mandy Lynn Plans stuff as well, and that's what I'm using. Hold on, we'll show you that too. That's what I used this week. This is a previous monthly kit, and I'm using it for my dailies as well. And then as far as the decorative kits, hold on, I'm pretty sure I've done a week. It might have been in the other planner though. Did I mention I like variety when I'm using stickers? That was Mandy Lynn Plans. This was another monthly kit here. I really like them for these pages, actually. Oh, I guess that's it. It must be in the other planner. But I have used it for the weekly and it works really nice there as well. And just gives it a really nice decorative touch with still having the ability to be functional. So this video hasn't gone out yet, I figured we would add on my Sweet Kawaii Designs $2 Tuesday order, which honestly shocked me on how fast it got here. I ordered this like midnight-ish on Tuesday, like barely got it under the wire on the $2 Tuesday. It's Friday and it came in the mail today. So I don't know that you could have gotten faster service on that. It really amazes me. Both Mandy Lynn Plans and Sweet Kawaii Design, like they get their product out so quickly. Sadie stickers does pretty well, but they definitely beat her. So this is all my goodies. Most of these are her A5 wide stickers, which I like to use on my daily pages. And we have some miscellaneous other stuff in here. First, we have the August freebie. Oh my gosh, look at the little crow. Her Halloween designs that I've seen, like the subscription. Oh my gosh, it is so cute. I'm probably going to have to make another order to get some of that. And then we have like this little planner with daisies. So cute. The little pumpkin guy and another daisy over here. Love it. Ooh, then we have this freebie. I don't think I put any extra freebie things in here, so I just got this. I don't know why, but I appreciate it. So we have a little turtle. How cute. And we have some other animals in here. It says, "What the flock," which I think is adorable. So we have that one. Then we have this one. Maybe she had a sale going on and I didn't know. The guac is extra, but so am I. And it has all these guacamole little things. So cute. Then we have this one with Sweet Kawaii Designs, and we just have all the different planner things. I think this would be great for, if you're brainstorming on how you want to set up your planner for next year, or even just putting it on the cover, I think would be really cute, especially if you cut kind of this area out and use it as a frame. Such a cute idea. This is our little postcard type deal that we get, or art card. I think that's what they're called. Love the cow. The cow is so cute. I think that's one of her new characters. And then on the back here, we just have information about Sweet Kawaii Designs. I truly love her shop. She is so adorable. So the first one that I got, so I generally get like 3 to 4 pages. When I get one of these kits, I'll get the date covers. And this one it was a cat kit. I don't see the name of it here, but my son, like my oldest son who's moved out, just got 2 kittens. And so I don't know, I was in a kitten mood. So I got this cat one and I love the little date headers. And then here is all the deco. So I usually get the large deco because I feel like it fits really well. And so we have like little box guys, little yarn guy. Oh, I wonder if I should get them some yarn. They don't have any yarn. They have other toys. And then we have the washi at the bottom. Now this will be a little bit longer than I actually need if I'm going along the bottom of like my Hobonichi cousin sized planners, but you can also use it in other formats. You can cut it in different ways. It's really fun. And then I also, for this one, got the quarter boxes. Now I tend to use these for like appointments or if I want to put a header on something, things like that. And I felt like this colorway was really nice and that I could pull it in a few different ways. Then I got this kit, which is more of, actually it kind of fits with those daisies that I got on the freebies. And on this one, I have the day headers with these little flower, I wanted to say flower pots, but no, it's like the watering can. And those are really cute. You get 2 weeks worth on here and then all the dates down here. And then here's a large deco. I wish I could tell you which one this is. Maybe it's the August kit because it says Hello August, which obviously I won't. Well, will I use it? I don't know. Maybe. And then the bottom washi I thought was really cute. I'm more partial to the blue one than the yellow, but they're both really cute. And you can divide this one really easy. I feel like you could line it up along the like bottom or something of this row of flowers and have two different strips if you wanted to pretty easily. There was somebody that I watched who routinely divides these in half and it always looks really nice. So bottom washi. And then this is her half boxes. So I will use these for bigger events. And again, I felt like the colors that were in this are, because a lot of times shops will reuse the same colors. They have like a palette that they pull from. So some of these colors or ones that are similar will probably be in other kits that I may have or other portions that I can pull from. So I thought that was really good. And then I did get a couple of things for her like back to school collection, which is coming up. I think I got, in this one, I have her headers and checklists because I really wanted the pencils. And you can use her headers as like fourth boxes. So we have that page. These are the day covers. So we have like little pencils and a stack of books, and I thought that was cute. I don't have to use it for back to school. I can think of lots of other ways that I could use that. And then here's the back to school deco. I thought I might use this on, maybe a day we have an open house and a few other things as we're getting ready to get back in the swing of school, since our school starts later than most in the very beginning week of, well, it's after Labor Day. So we have those. And then she made these, which are little like rulers with little hearts here. And I thought these were both really cute. And so I wanted to make sure to grab some of those. Then she doesn't have all of her fall stuff out. Like, I think she usually does a weekly release. And I think she's just starting to get into like the Halloween season stuff. So we have this one that is a seasonal one. We have these cute pumpkin headers with the little leaf here. And then here is the deco that goes to this one. I love the fall vibes little thing. And we have flannels, hayrides, pumpkins, sweaters, and bonfires, which is so cute. And little kind of wagon and these little individual leaves with their little cute faces. And then this is the bottom washi. I think she had one that was similar to this, but not the same last year. And I like the variegation here on the colors in the background. I think that's a cute technique. And then this one has like pumpkin lattes or I don't know, pumpkin warm drinks. I don't know, with the cinnamon stick and the pumpkin there. I just thought they were really cute. And I could see myself using these into November. And then here's the deco on this one. Really love that she has these in there now. I use them a lot of times to kind of designate what I call my tomorrow section, where I go over what I have in store for tomorrow as like my brain up for the night. And I just think it's really cute. And then this was the bottom washi for this one. And I did grab the half boxes as well here. And then this was the last one I got. I still have a bunch of my Halloween stuff from last year from her, but I always like getting a little bit more deco. And so that's what this is. I know there's going to be more things that she comes out with, and I'm like, I so want like the subscription, which I think is her monthly subscription. If that kit comes to the shop, I so want to get some. Then I did get a couple of her Hobonichi daily page kits, which come with these 4 boxes. So I have the back to school one. I thought this would be cute on the first day of school. I have this one. I have some of the other pieces to this from a $2 Tuesday. And so I just have some remnants. And I was like, oh, I could get this and kind of use them up. And I thought it was really cute. This one is that I need a break. And there's like the caffeine Ivy trip. It was so funny. And I felt like this could be a great, that second week of school. Then we have, this was one of my favorite kits that she did. It was in the Kawaii subscription when I got it. And It was this whole stay home cozy kit. And so I still have a little bit of it left. And I thought this might be a fun daily page. And then this is one of her fall ones. I have a bunch of like this fall decor from the kit she made last year. So I'm excited to kind of incorporate it. And I might stretch this to be over 2 pages and pull in some of that. So that's everything I have from Sweet Kawaii Designs. Her designs are just really cute. They don't always work for me. I want them to, but because I don't mind having different kits for different weeks and different, circumstances in my planner, be it a busy week, I tend to use these type of kits when it is a busier time because they are divided up so well and everything, and I don't have to put a lot of thought into it. So anyhow, that is all from Sweet Kawaii Design. Anyhow, that's everything for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and until next time, I'll see you real soon.